All right, everybody, I am back for one more video on this Friday evening. After this will be it until tomorrow. This is my third video for the day, and YouTube only promotes 3 videos a day. And if there ever comes a time where breaking news comes out and I'm at my limit, you guys may miss something. So if you haven't, like the video, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and you will be notified as I have new videos go up. I appreciate all the support. I am nearing 10,000 subscribers, and my channel is growing exponentially, and I couldn't do that without your guys' help. One of the things I want to branch out and start doing is talking about general movie and TV news, broken into different segments. This is going to be a movie-specific video. So I'm going to show you some things I've grabbed online about various films coming up and some things I find interesting that other people might find interesting and may not know is happening behind the scenes. And if you guys like this, let me know, and I will continue to do videos like this. So let's take a look at some of the photos I have. This is going to probably be shorter than most because I'm going to start grabbing lots of things as I see them. But let's take a look at some current movie news. Now, I found this kind of funny. For people who don't know, Gladiator 2 is actually going to be filming soon, if they're not already filming. And Russell Crowe, I don't think, is a part of the film, but Russell Crowe had this to say on Gladiator 2. They should be effing paying me for the amount of questions I am asking about a film I am not even in. I find this funny. I think this is his greatest film. I saw this back when it first came out. I love this film. It has been released more times on video than I think just about any other film. And I love this film. I love him in this role. I don't think he's going to be in the second movie. He's been being asked about it a lot lately, and I thought this was kind of funny. Now, I am not a horror fan by any stretch of the imagination, but I absolutely love the Nightmare on Elm Street series. I tend to watch the whole series about once a year around Halloween, and it's just a series I grew up with. I like them because they actually have a story to them, and they're a little more in-depth than people just killing people, you know, like Jason or, the one from Halloween. Those characters, just go out and kill people. These actually have stories to them, and I really enjoy them. And this is one of the most iconic characters ever on film, Robert Englund as Freddy Krueger, and it says he will not be back to play this character ever again. It says Robert Englund will no longer play Freddy Krueger in Nightmare on Elm Street series. I actually read this article, and in it, Robert Englund talks about how he, even when he did Freddy versus Jason, that he was in his 50s, and it was starting to take a toll on him, and he couldn't keep the physique and the stature that Freddy Krueger is known for in the shadows. And so he won't be back. Now, he did reprise his role about 3 or 4 years ago on The Goldbergs, and that is a fantastic episode where he came back as Freddy for one more go, and that will be probably my favorite episode of The Goldbergs forever, and it was good to see him back in the role one more time, but he will not be coming back if they continue to carry on with this franchise in the future. The last one with James Earl Haley did not do very well. It's a decent film, but it did not capture, what the original movies did. Now, this is interesting, and I don't necessarily think this is a good idea, but it says Christina Applegate and Brendan Fraser are to star in It's a Wonderful Life remake. Boy, this is extremely risky. This is one of those things where I don't think they need to touch it. This is a staple in our house. We watch this every year with our kids. It's a fantastic movie, and I do not think it's something they need to remake. If they do, it is going to have to be something that is very special and has to be very well executed, or it will be rejected by the public. They're taking a big risk in this. Now, I'm willing to give it a shot. These are both likable people, but I just don't see it capturing the essence of what the original did. But hopefully they will surprise us. Now, this is the last thing I wanted to talk about today on this particular video, and that's the fact that Beetlejuice 2 is actually on the way. Well, and actually there's going to be one more thing I'm going to talk about after this, and you're going to want to stick around. It's probably the most interesting story of the bunch. But right now you have Beetlejuice 2, which is filming, and these photos came exclusively from, I believe, People magazine, and they have the first 2 photos. I'm going to show both of those photos here in this video for you guys to see, and this is Winona back as her character. We don't get to see Beetlejuice yet. We don't see Michael Keaton back yet in that character, but he sure is coming back for a lot of the characters he played back in the 80s, and it's pretty cool to see. Now we get Jennifer Ortega. This is her first photo, or not Jennifer, Jenna Ortega. She's in the film, and it's going to be interesting to see how this all comes about. And it is apparently being done by Tim Burton again. So everyone is coming back. So I'm very much looking forward to this version of the film. Now there's one other story I wanted to show you, and we're going to pull up the internet for this. Now, this is pretty cool. One of my favorite franchises of all time is the Alien franchise. I even like the 2 new films that came out. I was hoping we would get the 3rd film to it. We didn't. That's a discussion for a whole nother day. I will eventually review both of those films and talk about my feelings behind them and what went wrong, and we'll have a huge discussion about those. But the original series of films, 1 and 2, are amazing. 3, the director's version is pretty awesome, and then the 4th film is decent for what it was. And then we have the other 2 films. Now, Alien Romulus is a brand new film that is being done by director, I don't know how you say his name. It's Fede Alvarez, I think. I'm not sure. I could be butchering his name. If somebody knows, please let me know how to say his name. But here he is. It says, the next Alien film, currently under the title of Alien Romulus, has just completed principal photography in Budapest. And there's an image of the director enjoying a celebratory cigar outside of his trailer. Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to this. It says, now the film will enter the post-production phase where editing is done, effects are added, and music is composed. We're still in a bit of a wait. The film is slated to be released in theaters come August of next year. So you have quite a bit of work to do on this film. It says, keep your browsers locked on Alien vs. Predator Galaxy for the latest Alien Romulus news. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube to get the latest on your social media walls. You can also join us and the fellow Alien and Predator fans on our forum, which is pretty cool. I'm actually looking forward to this. I hope it's good. The rumors are that this film takes place between the original Alien film and Aliens, so it's going to kind of bridge that gap. And I'm excited for that. Personally, my favorite film out of the series is, I would watch Alien over Aliens. There's something about that original film that is just amazing, the amount of intensity in it. Just how scary it was. I just think to this day, it's still a phenomenal film and has incredible cinematography in it that still holds up, over 40 years later. So I am looking forward to the new film, even though we're not going to get a finish to what was started. Hopefully we will get a finish to that story that was started with, Prometheus. I'm hoping we get the last, movie to that. But we'll find out shortly. All right, guys, so there's my movie news for the day. I am thinking about doing one video a week for the movie news, and I'm thinking about doing one video a week for the TV news. And I may set a date for doing these on Saturdays or something like that to release them, or possibly Sundays. I haven't figured that out, but I think once a week would be good as I gather all of the stuff. I could do some pretty monster-sized videos gathering the information that I find, and hopefully I can bring you guys some news that you maybe didn't know that might get you excited about an upcoming film, because I don't think a lot of people even know that Beetlejuice is coming. I don't think a lot of people even know that there's another Alien film coming. And so if I can actually bring awareness to these films and these filmmakers, that's what I'm about. Because at the end of the day, I love movies, I love TV shows, and I want to bring you guys all of that information with commentary behind it. Always to give my views on how I feel about everything. That is never going to change. It is my review channel, and I do have to remind people about that quite often. All right, if you like the video, please like it. It's important with these new videos that I do, if you want me to continue making them, that they do get the views, they do get shared. Please hit that like button so it gets put out there in the ether on YouTube. Please subscribe, hit that notification bell, and you will be notified as I have new videos go up.